So I said, Steve Booth, you've been using this, the patient education system for about 2 weeks, and I said, how's it going?
Yes, it's amazing. Everyone is following through beyond the 3 or 4 visits. And then when I do the report of findings, their spouse comes, which I've gotten a better batting average on that one, like 90%. And then they sign up and they go along with the whole thing and understand the inflammation and the stages. And it's I'm impressed.
How much sense does it make to you now that you understand it?
Well, I think it makes a lot of sense. I'm meeting them on their level. They understand the medical stuff instead of the chiropractic subluxation.
See, I guess how easy it is for you, is it for you to do this patient education when it's based on science? It's not based on a philosophy. How much easier is it for you to tell people the truth?
Well, that's just it. It's truth for them, and so they accept it quicker and easier, and no challenges.
And didn't you find for yourself that it's a lot easier to just tell people that are information that's scientifically proven and it's not a philosophy?
It does. It is.
I mean, doesn't it make it easier for you? I mean, do you even feel like you're selling, or do you feel like you're just educating people and letting them make choices?
Correct. Yes, I'm just sharing, and they make the intelligent decision. And
yeah. Do you feel like you're trying to sell something?
There's nothing to sell. No, not at all.
Right. And that's part of, and also, have you noticed how much easier it is and how much more receptive they are to the words and the meanings? Have you noticed that?
All of that. Like you said, there's no selling involved. There's no convincing. It is what it is.
Can you see how you're not confusing them with subluxations, words they don't know, and talking about other types of conditions and problems that they don't have?
Yes.
And that's not why they're in your office?
Correct. Yeah, looking back, people were nodding their heads a lot, but then they weren't here the next day, or they were just trying to get through the motions.
Yeah, and that showed up in your statistics. You had, wasn't it like close to 60% dropout in the first 6 visits? Exactly. Yeah. And that's what happens when you do paradigm shifts and subluxations and talk about conditions that they don't even have, and that's not even why they're there. Can you see how much sense that doesn't make now?
I do. I'm a believer.
Yeah. And so what are some of the responses? So you're teaching them the basics of the 3 phases of healing relative to their life. Because remember, we're talking about their chief complaint. So is there anything else that they would rather have you talk about than their chief complaint?
Not that I can think of.
Do you think they'd rather hear about the chiropractic philosophy or their chief complaint?
All about them. Their chief
That's
complaint.
right. Yeah, when you go to a dentist, do you want to hear about the dental philosophy and the founder of dentistry, or do you want him to take care of your tooth that hurts?
The tooth that hurts.
Make sense?
Yes, sir. Okay.
And so then you also are talking about their primary restrictions and limitations. Isn't that what they want you to talk about?
Yes, sir.
Do they care about anything else or about how it's affecting their life?
Not at all.
Right? So when you try to talk about anything else, like in the past, can you see how they really don't care?
Yeah, I was losing them.
Yeah. And so you don't even have to be a good, are you finding out, Steve, that you don't even have to be a good communicator? And I say this over and over, you don't even have to be good, and you don't even have to be a good communicator, and you don't even have to know this information really well. You don't even have to be a black belt at it. And the reason is because it all relates to them. We're talking about them. We're talking about their chief complaint, their primary restrictions, and we're using language they understand, and we're talking about the science of how the body heals. So everything is based on them. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
And you're seeing the results of that, aren't you?
I am. I look over my notes and I see where I'm still missing a lot of the content, but it's working. So I can only imagine if I hit this on most cylinders.
And again, if you went to the dentist, isn't that exactly what you would want the dentist to talk about, is the reason you were there, not a philosophy, how the tooth was affecting you in your life, and what it was limiting you to do that was very important, and then how that tooth, what are the options for that tooth to heal? Isn't that what you would want to hear?
Yes, that's why I'm there.
Yeah, and compare that to a dentist imposing his philosophy on you.
Understood.
Okay? And the last thing is, what kind of responses are you getting from the patients? So you're talking to the patients, and how are they receiving your information? Do they look attentive? Do they sound attentive? Are they interacting with you? What kind of responses are you getting with the patients?
They're just following through, and they don't question. They just it's pretty amazing. And then they're bringing their spouse in, and then the families are they wanted to sign up their children now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm super pleased.
Yeah, and you've been in practice over 30 years, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it a shame this wasn't taught like right in school?
Very upset.
Yeah. So how much is it changing? And again, we have not even started working on new patients with you, have we?
Not at all. Even the staff is super on board with all this because they can see the improvement and help in the change.
Yeah, and how much sense does it make to your staff members now that they have absolute clarity of what you do and why you do it?
Exactly, and our stats are going up like 3 weeks in a row.
Right. How many in 3 short weeks? How much of your visits come up from 3 weeks ago to now? How many visits come up?
We were hovering around 95, 100. Now we're in the 125, 130 range.
Okay, so you're at about 30 visits in 3 weeks, right?
Correct.
And your dollar per visit is what? Collection?
80.
You have an $80 per visit collection?
Correct.
Okay. So that is 3 times 8 is 24. So that's $2,400 a week. You just increased your business, right?
According to that, yes.
Well, did I miss something?
No, you're right. Your math. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So $2,400 a week is what you just increased your business. Now, that's 52 weeks in a year. So 52 weeks times 24 is a little over $100,000, right?
Yes, sir.
You just increased your business over $100,000 in 3 weeks, 21 days. Do you realize that?
I do now.